hey now, don't dream it's over. Hello, my Negosauruses. It is now summer season here in the Philippines, and I think the epicenter of the heat is in my room. Not that I'm saying I'm the hot one, but it really just feels like a toaster up there. So I decided to do what a responsible work from home adult would do during the quarantine period in a weekday: go to sleep. And it's a good thing I managed to write it all down, because I had absolutely the scariest, funniest, and fanciest dream I've ever had. Okay, so because the heat was toasting my head, I decided to lay down and I started to sink and drift. And this is where the adventure of fright and luxury begins. I found myself eating chips, but I started to feel some sting on my two lower front teeth, and I discovered I've chipped my first tooth and there was a soda can pull tab embedded on the other. And I started to panic because these are my teeth that's damaged. My tired mom just got back from the groceries, and I asked if she can drive me to the nearest dental clinic to have it checked, but she was really hesitant because all businesses are closed due to the threat of COVID-19. So I decided to go on my own and do it myself, and I managed to book an appointment with my dentist uncle. Damaged teeth in dreams are really frightening, and even though I was asleep, I was worried about its omen. But this is where the good part comes in. Turns out, I had a unit in a high-rise, luxurious condominium that could be worth 50 Gs a month in what seemed like McKinley Hill in Taguig City. And all the condo staff knew me well, and I even had an improv butler. So I decided to stay there for a few days and live fancy. The layout of the whole vicinity consisted of the entrance gate booth, followed by a ridiculous open-air cinema. Then going down a bit was a mall in the design of Market, which was very cheap and out of place. Then at the bottom of the hill were condominium buildings. And for some reason, I also have the ability to levitate like David Blaine, except I can go higher. And I use my ability to spook moviegoers by flying and climbing up to the cinema floors. And I was arrested by my friendly guards for disrupting the movie, but I was released afterwards because they saw how hilarious it was. It's such a stupid idea to have a wall-less cinema with the street underneath, but then again, I'm the one dreaming of that idea. Eventually, I got bored with nothing to do in the mall area, so I decided to finally go home to my condo unit. And I discovered that there was a dental clinic there all along, but I've already managed to book my dentist. Even though it's high-rise, I don't know why the fuck I took the goddamn stairs. The interior of the condo building was fancy and decorated with polished oakwood floors and staircases. But before I could get to my unit floor, there was one last staircase, but had to be taken carefully and strategically because there was a hybrid of a tiger and Chinese Shar-Pei leashed and chilling at the middle of the staircase. If you want to get past him without getting bit, you literally had to praise the Korean culture over Japanese culture because this fucking thing was a Koreaboo. And once you compliment the Korean culture, he would be so flattered that he would make an accelerated face, buying you enough time to slip past him. When I got to my unit, I was so disappointed to find it just being a basic square studio unit in a luxurious condo in a mega lifestyle area in the city. But thank God I didn't bother getting any pets here because they'd probably die of starvation because I haven't visited in a long time. Even though my teeth were left unchecked, my dreams of being stinking rich and fancy has ended. Well, back to work.